Today I'm sharing my process on how I make a bowl cozy. The bowl cozy is the most used item in this house. That is one sewing project that get used a lot more than anything else. Mainly because we are couch eaters in this house and love to eat on the couch in a bowl. I love soups, I love stews, especially during winter. I do have an Etsy store and the bowl cozy is the #1 selling item. And I've worked out a lot of kinks over the years on how I make mine. And I just wanted to share my process with you. For this project, you're gonna need 2 pieces of cotton fabric measuring 10.5 by 10.5, and you'll also need cotton batting. Make sure this is 100% cotton batting because this is a microwavable item. If you're going to use this item in a microwave, with everything that you're using today, it has to be 100% cotton. So you're going to need cotton batting. My cotton batting will be smaller for this project, measuring 10 inches by 10 inches. I like my batting smaller than my cotton fabric, mainly because I want it to sew properly in the machine and not be too bulky. So now we're gonna put together a bowl cozy for sewing, and the print side will have to go down, and then you put your cotton batting and just line it up so everything looks even for sewing. The cotton batting kind of really adhere to the cotton fabric, so I don't really need to pin it. Now we're going to draw a cross right across the cotton batting with a pen. You don't have to do this because you're going to sew from this edge to this edge right here. And I like to make sure things are lined up properly. That's why I do draw a line. And now we're going to sew that X on the sewing machine. My stitch length is usually 3.5 for this project. You don't need to backstitch right here. You will need to backstitch on other areas of this project, but no need to backstitch when you sew this part. Now that you've sewn the X on the fabric, we are going to fold your square. Make sure everything's lined up. And then we're going to take a ruler, and on the fold, we're going to measure 2 inches on the fold and mark right there. And then if you just lift your ruler, you're able to mark 1 inch on that bottom part. That's 1 inch and 2 inches. And now we're going to join it together. And that's what you want it to look like, just so you can sew it. This is forming the darts for your bowl cozy to make the bowl shape. And we're going to do that to the other side. So on the fold, measure 2 inches. And then 1 inch on the other side. And then we join it together. And then we're going to fold in half on the other side and make those darts again. And now we're going to do the same thing to the other square. And now we're going to go to the sewing machine to sew that line we just made to make our darts. And for this one, I do backstitch on both sides. Okay, so now the 2 sides are sewn. We're opening it up and then joining this edge to this edge. We are making sure that is kind of lined up as well. It doesn't really have to be completely exact. Making a bowl cozy is quite forgiving on the sewing machine if you don't have the measurements right. Check on the other side. Okay, and now we're going to sew on that line on both sides. And then you repeat that same thing for the next square. Okay, now that we have the darts made, the bowl cozy have taken a little shape of a bowl. It is so cute. Now I take my pinking shears and I cut off just about that to reduce the bulk. And when I turn it out, I like to use pinking shears to reduce the fraying of the fabric. One of the things I do like to do is go in and cut off the extra threads. Okay, to build your bow cozy for the final steps, you put your bow cozy print side up and then you turn this one print side down. Put the print side down inside the other one and line it up. So now you're lining up this end of the bow cozy to this end. Everything should measure properly. If it doesn't, that is okay. Bow cozies are quite forgiving when you sew it. The more practice you get, the better it will be. I like to clip my bow cozy for sewing. I usually clip my darts that I have, the extra fabric that's here. I alternate them, one going right and one going left, just so I can reduce that bulk. That's kind of what you have to do with this project, is make sure that there's not a lot of bulk so your sewing can go smoothly. Okay, and then I clip more of the fabric. I just don't want it to move because I don't want to have any puckered edges. Now, when we sew, we're going to leave an opening. I know a lot of people leave openings on this side. I like to leave an opening here in that area right there. I just like to do that. It just helps me turn it out better without pulling anything. 2 to 3 inches you're going to leave an opening for to turn it out. Sometimes when I'm sewing, I do forget to leave an opening. So adding another clip kind of helps me remember to stop sewing. All right, let's sew. I'm sewing at a 1/4 inch seam allowance for this part of the project. Back stitch. At the tip of all the squares, I usually trim it down so I can turn it out without any problems. Being careful not to cut into that stitch. Okay, and now we turn it out. And I like to take my finger and put it in the corner and then push without ripping any threads. Just be gentle. Okay, and now your bowl cozy is coming together. I absolutely love making these. They're so easy. Okay, you just feel it out. You can press this if you want now. I usually don't press it. Okay, now we're gonna fold in this area right here and then we line it up. I take a clip and I secure. Okay, that's what we have. And I find it really easy to do it like this. I know not a lot of people close it on that end, but I actually like to. I'll sew one time around to close this gap right here at 1/8 of an inch seam allowance. And then I sew again at 1/4 inch so I can grab that batting in my stitch. I'll explain more about that at the end. It actually looks really pretty that way as well. Okay, this is what it looks like when you add a second stitch to your project. I like that look, and then this really helps grab that batting fabric. I have another bow cozy I made, and this one has extra lines on that X that I made. I like doing it this way as well sometimes, but I always add that extra line when I close my bow cozy because it gives the bow cozy a little bit more structure. It grabs onto that batting fabric. I sell my bow cozy. I give instructions on how to use it. I tell everyone, do not put this in a dryer because once you put a bow cozy in the dryer, it will change the shape because of the batting. The batting will shrink. Now, to prevent extra shrinkage, that's kind of why I add those extra lines and the extra stitch here. It kind of helps with that shrinkage because a lot of people accidentally put it in the dryer, even though I tell them not to. I've had people tell me that their bowl cozy has lost its bowl coziness. And I'm like, yeah, did you put it in the dryer? So this kind of helps a little bit in case there's any accidental dryer. Now, it doesn't help 100% because it's still going to shrink. Your bowl cozy is just going to change a little bit. That's why I do that. Enjoy your project. I love making these. I love giving these as gifts. It is the cheapest, most functional item you can make or buy. I like making my bowl cozies a little bigger because I've had many requests over the years for my Etsy store that my customers like a bigger bowl cozy than a smaller one. I've never really had any order to do anything smaller. I've had orders to go even bigger. My customers, some of them use it for ramen, and those ramen bowls are huge. So I've had some requests to make larger bowls. I even had a request from one person to make a lean cuisine bowl cozy, and I've done that for them. I've had to buy a lean cuisine frozen dinner and measure everything out. So other projects coming up this month I'm excited for. We're gonna do some sew with me videos where it's, instead of tutorials, we're gonna be figuring out how to make something. I hope you're here for that. I'm testing videos on this channel to see which one works better for me, which one works for you guys. What do you want to see? I would love to know if there's anything you want me to make, just so I can get a glimpse on what you're looking for. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next sewing video.